News is proudly brought to you by ATL Timeless. Now let's move on to other stories. The Executive Director of Perfection Sentiments P.O.S. Foundation, Jonathan Osewusu, has urged the government to ensure the effective implementation of the Narcotics Control Commission Act 2020, Act 1019. He made the appeal at a training workshop organized to educate the public on the new Narcotics Control Act. According to Jonathan Osewusu, the new Narcotics Control Commission Act 1019, which was recently passed, does not mean there has been legalization of weed, but the law rather ensures that drug use is not criminalized, but rather be treated as public health and human rights matter. He stressed that the law now mandates judges not to imprison drug users, but rather be sent to rehabilitation centers so they are further given psychological assistance.
Not legalize marijuana. We are saying that marijuana use, we are talking about use, not trafficking, not trade, should be considered a public health matter as this law is trying to champion. And on our side as advocates, this is all our story, so that people who use it for recreational purposes and other things are not arrested. Their university life is curtailed and they are unable to progress in life.
Meanwhile, the Eastern Regional Minister Seth Kwame Champong expressed his delight of chairing and leading the passage of the bill into law, because the law will serve as a progressive law which will bring to light that drug management is a public health issue.
We recognize as a progressive law. It is a progressive law because it made its main theme for drug management as a public health issue. And so they need to encourage as many to look at it from that perspective. Our previous legislations have only had an enactment within the drug language of harm reduction not being a central theme, but supply and demand reduction as the main theme and the control measures. So we realized that we had heavy, high-handed, punitive measures in that legislation, piece of law. Fast forward, we had enacted modern laws that saw some of these substance abuse disorders as public health concern that needed our attention. The business of ensuring that we encourage alternative livelihood employment for our teeming people. So in respect of industry, it is envisaging that we will help refocus most of our people who double in cultivation of illicit plants, illicit and trading illicit precursors, substances that are going to affect our human existence. This law does not run away from prohibition. It stays with prohibition, and it goes further to enhance harm reduction measures.
The Eastern Regional Deputy Director of Prisons, Samuel Wusu-Amponsa, indicated that currently the prisons facilities in the country are overstressed due to overcongestion. He added that with the inmates population of 3,062 at Insawan prisons, about 30% are as a result of narcotics-related offenses. Therefore, having a training workshop like this is very imperative to help educate the general public on the new regulations on narcotics.
New Narcotic Control Act comes as a relief to the Ghana Prison Service, as the prison facilities across the country are overstretched due to congestion. Let me also say that with inmates population of 3,062 at the Insawan medium security prisons as today, about 30% are a result of narcotic related